Hello and welcome to today's video. If you are new here, please subscribe if you enjoy this video. Our videos are not a diagnosis. We are simply speaking our opinions, not facts.
I'm a narcissist.
Today we return to the Amberverse. I am currently finding Amber's recent videos very hard to get through, so I thought today we could take a peek into the past from a time when the Amberverse was much more entertaining, mainly due to other cast members. The video we are about to take a look at is from February to March 2018.
Hey guys! Welcome to our 8 weigh-ins in one video. I'm doing this because I had a really bad week.
Yeah, me too.
I binged this last week probably 4 times. I overate every single day. Last night I did binge. And I know exactly why I did it. I have no excuses besides I'm here to be honest and say that I did do it. And this week's weigh-in breaks my heart. So for me, oh God, this breaks my heart. I don't even want to say it, honestly. I'm gonna get a lot of backlash, and I watch a lot of 600-pound life, and sometimes these people will gain so much weight in a month. Like, I saw someone gain like 80 pounds in a month before, and I'm like, how? I think I understand how. So, I weighed 469.4, and I was so proud of that. God, here are the waterworks. I don't want to make this long, so let's just get right and straight to the point. I weighed 469.4. I was super proud because I was finally in the 460s. I weighed in today at 482.2.
Here comes Amberlynn. Okay.
I weighed in today at 506.6. So that means in 1 week I've gained 12.8 pounds. And in total I've only lost 14.8. So hopefully tomorrow we can come back with a better weigh-in. Hey guys, so it's day 2 of weighing in daily. I look like an absolute crazy. We just woke up, so I'm still wearing my pajamas. So yesterday I was 482.2, and today I was 480.0.
Here we go for the second weigh-in. Okay.
So that means in 1 day I'm down 2.2 pounds. I know the weight that I gained over the last week was a lot of sodium and like water retention. Getting rid of that is very important because I feel like weight loss does go in stages. A lot of people downgrade. Oh, you've only lost water weight. I feel like it's a stage that you have to go through, like levels to weight loss that you have to go through. And once you get past that level, you're able to move on to the next level. So losing water weight is really a good thing because you need to lose that in order to lose more.
Yeah, definitely. I agree with you.
Here we are 4 years and 9 months later, and Amber is still roughly the same weight, although she is slightly heavier now in current times. Almost 5 years later, and still the same excuses leave Amber's mouth. But wifey is so supportive.
I also weighed in, which was also a gain at 484.6. I am devastated that I am allowing this to happen, and it's neither of our faults, and there will definitely be another weigh-in so we can talk more about it.
Amber declares that it is neither her or Becky's fault, which is the same attitude that Amber carries today, with the exception that now everything is Becky's fault. Amber's current main excuse that she uses is having lymphedema, deflecting the blame from herself and her own poor choices. 5 years ago, Amber thought it to not be her fault, and her weight was the same as current times, so it seems that nothing has changed.
Alright, you guys, it's February 15th. The last weigh-in you got from us was on the 8th.
Yeah. We haven't done too well the last probably 2 weeks. We haven't dieted at all.
I don't know what happened.
I don't have any excuses because, trust me, I want to do this. I love going to the gym. The few times that we have been, I've enjoyed it.
And I enjoy cooking healthy for us.
Yeah. And it's there's some things I don't enjoy, but it's always nice when there's something new on the plate. And I will tell you this, I do know a little bit of what happened with me is where we were so strict. So freaking strict.
I'm talking...
The moment I got anything with just a little bit of sugar, a little bit of fat, I had like 2 pops in one go, which I still haven't been that bad with pop, but I've been drinking more than I shouldn't be drinking any. But yeah, I fell off the wagon for a little bit, but I always knew I was going to get back on because there's no way, tails in my face. There's no way that I would give up on it because this is just something I've been really proud of is, you know, my 25 pounds that I've lost so far. And I haven't gained back as much as I thought I was going to. Not me, I mean, but that's okay. That's okay. People fall off, people mess up, and, you know, people say what they want to about you, but you know what? Amberlynn is still getting back on. She's not gave up, so.
Yet nearly 5 years later, we are still waiting for Amber to get back on for her own sake.
Excited? And I'm not blaming anybody but myself because you know how easy it could have been for me to say, oh no, I don't want to go out to eat. Or I could have been like, okay, I'm going to choose healthier options. So we're not blaming anybody.
Sure, Jan.
So last time I weighed in again, February 8th, was 484.6, and today I weighed in at 487.6. I have a hard time getting on the scale.
And that is what Amberlynn weighs as of today.
So that's up 3 pounds. So technically this year I've only lost about a pound.
See you next weigh-in.
By the same logic, with Amber currently weighing in at 506.2, that would mean Amber hasn't lost any weight nearly 5 years later, but has gained weight.
For me, I weighed in at 491.0.
This is Amberlynn's weight for today.
That is a 6.4 weight gain in the last month. Because last time we weighed in was February 15th and today is March 12th.
It's almost a month ago.
Yeah, we haven't been tracking. We've been eating out on the daily. I eat candy on the nightly. Bags of hot Cheetos, bags of Ruffles here, Chinese buffets there.
What? It's buffet.
Baby, I know.
Buffet.
That's just me being honest. I haven't remotely cared about what I was putting in my mouth.
And Amberlynn, has a condition that she's trying to work on. So, of course, it's going to happen. We've not gave up because, I still do my water thing. She's going to drink more water.
That's one of my goals for the week, which we are going to be talking about a little bit.
So, let's just get to those.
Which all sounds very familiar to current times.
The last week, I've been just eating like it's going out of style. It's disgusting, and I'm just tired of it. I feel miserable. I can tell in my breathing. It seems like every time I eat like worse foods and like a lot of foods, like I can't breathe correctly. I just feel sluggish and drained and just I'm tired of it. So we're gonna get back on track, obviously. So what I wrote down for my goals is make a cautious decision, choosing healthier/smaller options. I just want to be in my mind before I put something in my mouth. A lot of the time I notice that when I go to eat something, I'm not thinking about it. I just want it in my mouth. I want to chew it. I want to swallow it. I want to feel full. Instead of not being up here and focusing on what I'm putting in my mouth, my goal is to focus on what I'm putting in my mouth and make a very cautious choice to choose healthier things over the unhealthy things. So I've been drinking a lot of diet soda lately, which I have no issue with, even when you're on a weight loss journey. But I want to try to cut that in half and drink more water. I feel like water is super important for you. Several different reasons. Helps with weight loss, detoxifies you, keeps you hydrated. We all need that. So those things are very, very important. So those are our goals for this week. Okay, so I wanted to do my weigh-in real quick. Today is day 20, November 22nd. I weighed in at 506.2. Yesterday I was on track, which I put here because yesterday was like, I need to really get back on track. And I noticed that this was just getting really sloppy because I wanted to start logging it differently because as you guys can see, on every day I put what I did the night before, but instead I want to do it as a whole. I want to put the day, the date, my weight for that day, and how I did that day all on the same line. So I knew, look at these kitty paws. Look at these kitty paws. So I knew I was gonna have to redo it, so I did. I also decided that I'm not gonna have a goal weight. I simply want my goal to just be progress. So 496.2 is what I was on day 1, which was November 3rd, and day 100 will be February 11th. So I just wanna see progress. I wanna see myself more so on track than off track. I obviously wanna be down weight. Setting myself an actual weight loss goal right now in the midst of a lot of binging is not a good idea, but being down at least like 15 pounds would be nice. So here is the new paper that you guys will be seeing. So it's still, sorry, I have rarity hair all over these pages. Really the only thing that I've changed is no goal, and I am doing on track, off track. Obviously off track means I overate or I binged, and you guys know exactly what on track means. So it means that I didn't overeat, I didn't binge. So far, day 20, it's the end of the night, and so far I'm on track. So tomorrow you guys should be seeing an on track right here. I hope so. Nighttime is the hardest for me, so we'll see how that goes. Rarity. Okay. Look at this. But yeah, that's just the new way that I am doing it. I like this way better because, like I said, I don't really want to talk about my binge eating on here anymore. Because people are way too cruel. I don't know how you guys expect that to help me at all. Like, it's crazy. You guys are watching somebody who has a binge eating disorder and you guys expect me to not binge? Okay, you guys have to really realize that a couple years ago, every single day would say off track. Every single day would say binge. The fact that there's even just days that say intuitive or overeating is amazing because I used to binge every single day a couple years ago. And the fact that I don't already shows that I have made progress. People are constantly like, well, you see a psychologist, why haven't you made any progress? You wouldn't believe the progress I have made.
Realistically, that isn't true. As we just saw, nearly 5 years ago, Amber wasn't binging and overeating every day, but it was close to every day. All these years later, and it is not every day, but it is still rather close to every day. Mainly off track, with small sections of time when she is on track. Everything has remained the same. Yet Amber tried to convince us that she would have done better with her health if Becky was more supportive. Yet, all this time with wifey, and we remain stagnant in the same place. Amber's attempts at projection always fall flat, as the evidence always proves her words to be false.
And unfortunately, I feel like my progress is declining, and that is what I really, really need to focus on, because I was making really big progress, and now I feel it declining. Ever since I stopped Ozempic and ever since I stopped keto, most importantly, I just noticed that I am binging more than I was, and I'm gaining weight more than I was. And I don't like seeing that decline. I want to do better, and I think I just want to keep that off of my YouTube channel. When talking about it used to actually help me, now it's doing the reverse effect, and I don't want to do anything that's not going to help me.
And again, we have heard this before. A health concern causes her to fail. A diet fad causes her to fail. Medication causes her to fail. Something upsetting happens causes her to fail, and so on. She falls off track and places the blame onto those topics. She says comments aren't helping her and affecting her mental health. So people suggest she turn comments off for a while to protect herself. She doesn't do it and chooses to lecture her viewers instead. I am always hopeful that progress will actually take place for our girl someday, but it is clear that that time is not now. Narcissists often repeat the same behavior, never learn from their mistakes, yet expect different outcomes by trying the same responses to their own failures. Narcissists often move on to new fuel sources to receive narcissistic supply, and follow the same cycle that they previously had with old partners. The new supply hears it all with fresh ears, a fresh supply of support, and fresh and untainted encouragement. Eventually, the narcissistic supply realizes nothing will change, and that previous partners were correct to leave. A new supply appears, and the cycle continues. Going all the way back to the days that Amber was with Crystal, it is a copy and paste of where she is today. No serious determination to better her life, only the commitment of not learning and repeating the same behaviors. Food addiction, like all addictions, are difficult to overcome. But with time constantly moving with Amber remaining in the same place, her time becomes more precious and thinned out with each year. Those with narcissistic personality disorder are known to be deeply stubborn in the thought that they are always correct, and that they know better than anyone, including the professionals who offer a trained opinion. They repeat the same mistakes and master their skills of manipulation, projection, gaslighting, and victim mentality the older they get. Let's take a look at some of the comments on Amber's video from nearly 5 years ago, and see if she still receives similar thoughts today. It's neither of our faults, then whose fault is it, Amber? The scale. Is the waitress at the restaurant force-feeding you? Take responsibility for once in your life. Hold yourself accountable for your choices. I'm so relieved to know eating all that junk food and insanely high sugar content snacks wasn't either of your fault. Good luck in your next weigh-in, lads. It's not our fault. We are not blaming anybody. I love how she's failing miserably and still acts like she knows everything and her word is gold. I'm devastated I allowed this to happen. It's neither of our faults. Wow, this might come across as harsh, but for all of you who constantly tell her you got this, she does not. She does not got this. She needs help. This is getting out of control. It's neither of our faults. First step is accepting that it is your fault. Nobody is holding you guys at gunpoint to eat junk. Excuses. 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 Honestly, you and you alone are responsible for what goes into your body. You and you alone are responsible for the workouts you do. This is absolutely your fault. If you have a narcissist in your life, then please do all that you can to protect your mind, body, and spirit. Know that you deserve to be happy and safe. Talk with trusted friends and family, and reach out to outside sources who best know how to offer support. Thanks for watching our channel. Please hit that like button and subscribe if you want to see more. Until next time, stay safe.